Hello, my impatience. It is Andrew the Android Kowalski here, and I am live and I'm ready to perform for all of you. How are you doing? How art thou? I hope my impatience will come filing in and engage. Horn Dog says, "Tell me the truth, Andrew. Tell you the truth about what, Horn Dog? Tell you the truth about what?" Tell you the truth about. So I'm going to share with you here, the artwork that I created today in art class. Tell me if you guys like it or not. All right. So this is called Help Me in Hell, Solitude, Pain. What do you guys think of this one? I did this with paint markers, which were pretty interesting. The next one is called Masochistic. You see me as an ant. I say I'm an ant. Crush me. And the pop star says, "Bye bye, worthless loser." And she's crushing the ant. And last but not least, I ask, is it all delusions? And this is these are the artwork from today. So what did you guys think? I mean, I spent some time on it. I spent some time on it. I think it was good artwork. Dave says August 2018. What about August 2018, Dave? What about August 2018? Horn Dog says, "Tell us the truth already." Well, like, what do you want? Well, like about? Yeah, I don't understand what you want me to say about what. Tell you the truth about what. So he says the artwork is a distraction. Well, I'm getting out. I'm socially engaging with people. Somebody says we must have the truth. Dave says, "Tell us the truth, Andrew. Tell us the truth about the Fountain House, intergender wrestling, and so on." I mean, I've shared it. I've shared the story before. I don't feel like sharing it for a million times. I guess, ironically, this is exactly what I do when I protest. People tell me the truth about the HIV scare and pharmacological abuse. People tell me we have told you the truth. And, it gets annoying when people protest, tell me the truth over and over and over and over again, especially when people have told you the truth, Somebody says, "Tell us the truth about." I mean, like, I sent a bunch of text messages to people, and you know, it kind of a few people at the Fountain House might not like me, or they might forgive me. I don't know what the story is, but you know, when I was sick and I was, you know, protesting for the truth, I sent a lot of text messages to people, and it annoyed some people. And I was never officially banned from the Fountain House. In fact, I could probably return, but you know, that is the truth. Somebody says, "Yeah, I mean, like, if you're unfamiliar with me and the text messages I send a lot of text messages to a lot of people on my phone book, and my text messages are OCD in nature. They're not really communicative. They're just my proclamations to the world. Perhaps I should try to not send them anymore. However, you know, it annoyed some people. No, I wasn't. I guess I wasn't stalkerish. It was mass texts. Well, it was mass texts, and some people, you know, thought I was getting scary. But you know, the texts that I sent to all these people, I posted on the blog. You know, somebody says, "We heard you." Oh, okay. I retract what I said earlier, and I change what I say. It wasn't stalkerish. Well, maybe I sent a lot of texts, a lot of consecutive texts. I mean, that borders on obsessive, but maybe it wasn't stalkerish then. Okay, fair enough. I didn't send any spicy pics over the texts. You know, Patrick says you do get scary because you've talked about in the past what will happen if you find out the truth. Patrick says, you say you'll explode with righteous anger. You know, even if 40 people clipped, like, you know, even if 40 people, it's just, I'm telling you the truth. The texts were sent to Dr. Copland, Dr. Garrett, and as well. They were also posted in the Discord. They were sent to my aunt, my cousin. They were sent to my father, my mother, friends, my stepfather. They were sent to like basically everybody on my phone book. I was just sending mass texts to everybody, but some people, you know, obviously didn't like it. Somebody says the video doesn't lie, Andrew. Well, maybe I retract what I said in the previous video. Just because I said something doesn't mean it's you know, I retract what I said, and I revise what I said. You know, I mean, I guess I wasn't stalkerish. All right. Somebody says, "Did you get a job at McDonald's?" I'm not working at McDonald's. Pete asks, "Tell us the truth about the intergender wrestling incident." I don't feel like discussing that. That's 20 to 25 years ago. I'm going to leave that in the past. I'm probably I'm not going to discuss that. I mean, there's no reason to. It's 20 to 25 years ago. I've shared it. I've shared it. You know. And you know, how many times do you want me to share it? Do you want me to just talk about it again and again and again, like an OCD broken record? How many times do you want me to share the fucking story? I've told you guys the truth. Somebody says, then why do you keep bringing up as a means for revenge on you? I guess that's delusional. I guess I get idea of reference from the photos that it looks like. I don't know, guys. Just no, not. I guess it's true. I mean, it is delusions. And kind of like you guys protesting, tell me the truth. When I protest, my mother, stepfather, father tell me the truth. Realize it's the same thing. They've told me the truth time and time again. Just let it go. I mean, you know, they've proven themselves honest and trustworthy. They're not people who keep major secrets. They're very honest people, and believe them. Believe them. My mind is the chief persecutor. My mind is lying to me. That's the problem here. Okay, Patrick says, so if you keep bringing up the HIV scare and pharmacological abuse, we'll keep bringing up intergender wrestling and the Fountain House and protest for the truth. Okay, so I'll try. Fair play. Fair play. So he says, why are you crying? I'm not really crying, am I? Pete says, if your parents were secretly tormenting you for anything, it would be for the dog sin, to be honest, not the intergender wrestling. Dave says, you should try to be more like your parents. You choose to be nasty day after day. So he says, you're kind of looking weepy. To be honest with you, I'm kind of in a lot of emotional pain lately. I'm very frustrated. I'm kind of closing off. I did get out today and I socialized with some friends at the art class and I socially engaged, and the art class is getting bigger and bigger. So it was a nice day out of the house. It was a nice fun day, but I also could use mental health recovery groups and such. Yeah, Horn Dog says the dog sin was bad. Yeah, it was, but that's also 23 years ago. Uh, or 24 years ago. I mean, it's bad, but it's 24 years ago, It's not like that's happening present day. It's not. It really affected me and traumatized me, but nothing's going on present day, and it hasn't for 24 years. So, all right, we got 10 people in the house, so I'll share with you the artwork one more time here. I hope you will, give me some comments on it. This one is exactly how I felt today. I'm like, help me. I'm in hell. Solitude, pain. I guess this ant creature, this purple ant creature, is meant to be me in hell and pain. The next one. Masochistic. You see me, I'm the ant, obviously. I say, I'm an ant, crush me. And the pop star says, bye-bye, worthless loser, and she steps on me. Masochistic death wish. And the last one, is it all delusions? And I think you guys have answered that. It is. It's all delusions. It's all psychosis. Or at least a lot of it is. There's some kernels of truth there, but my mind is what's lying to me here. No, I do. Believe it or not, Patrick, I do believe they're delusions at times. I double bookkeep. When I get emotional or I get idea of reference delusions from social media posts. I'm able to toggle in and out of the delusion. When I get emotional, the switch toggles on and I throw temper tantrums on social media. And then the switch will toggle off and I'll go back to chipper, happy, lovey-dovey Andrew. It's kind of like my song, The Toggle Switch of Delusion. I go in and out of it all throughout the day, toggling in and out of people love me, to they conspired into killing me, back to they love me, back to they conspired into killing me, back to they love me, back to they conspired into killing me. I get rapid delusional mood swings about people. Somebody says, maybe a mood stabilizer like Lamictal would help with that. No, that was Dr. Garrett's take, really. Dr. Garrett's take was that I get rapid delusional mood swings. I go from thinking people love me to they want to kill me, back to they love me, back to they want to kill me. And it usually correlates with if I'm angry at somebody, if I'm afraid, or if I'm emotional in some way, I usually get persecutory delusions about them. And lately I've been emotional, frustrated, and peeved a lot of the time, so the delusions come more frequently. Somebody says you can't really control it without medication, though. And you could try you've tried the catch it, check it, change it technique, so realize you can't control it. Somebody says most of the delusions typically happen to women and old folks. I still walk around the neighborhood. Horn Dog asks, so I still walk around the neighborhood, or am I a complete shut-in now? No, I still go to the gym. I still walk around the neighborhood. I still go to the art class. Patrick says, you refuse the meds, so until you accept the meds, you're going to be stuck in a cycle on this path to homelessness. I don't yell aggressively at the neighbors, Dave. I really don't. In fact, I'm friendly with the neighbors. We're actually on good terms. I like my neighbors. I think they like me too. It's kind of a funny dynamic. I'm like, hey, how you doing? They're I don't want to say their names over the live stream, but I'm friendly with the neighbors. I think they're amused. Well, maybe when I play music loud, they might get a little annoyed if I do it late at night. But they like me. They like my family. They're friendly with my mother. We like the neighbors. I mean, my mother says they're gossipy, but I think she likes them, even though she says they're gossipy. No, I didn't yell at anybody in particular. I just yelled in the street, like, tell me the truth. This is weeks ago though, so it doesn't. I'm not. No, this wasn't anybody I knew. I thought like somebody I was passing on the street was like Taylor Swift in disguise. It doesn't matter. It just doesn't fucking matter. Let's stop talking about delusions and talk about good things that are going on in my life. All right, let's talk about good things. So the weather's getting really nice. It was 60 degrees today in New York. That's a good thing. Rusty, you want some pleasure? I'll give you some pleasure. Putting the wash in the dryer. Putting the wash. Putting the wash. Putting the wash in the dryer. Putting the wash. Putting the wash. All right. Coming to the live stream at this time, standing 6'6" tall, weighing 273 pounds. Sel Waters. Wee wee wah, wee wah, wee wee wah, wee wah. You are going down. Ah! I know that's very polarizing. Some people like the entrance. Some people think it's immature and childish. We got like 50-50. So I do it for Rusty and TB and others, but some people hate it, I know. Somebody says, you have been doing this for 14 years and nothing has happened. Get a real job. Somebody says, Cell Waters is dead. Cell Waters is dead. All right, I'll go back to Andrew Koloski. Somebody says, Krobos says, the reason your hair is receding is due to your undiagnosed cancer. Pete says, long live Cell Waters. I do. I had a prostate exam. Somebody says because your father has prostate cancer, you should get your prostate checked. I do. I take prostate PQ for my prostate, and I get prostate checks at least yearly. So I actually do. I go to the urologist. So he says the hair is really receding. What makes you think I might have cancer? I mean, if you think my hair is receding, fine. But if you think, what makes you think I might have cancer? I mean, there's no medical evidence. Somebody says, don't go down that road. These are trolls. All right. Anybody got any last things to say? I think I'm going to wrap this live stream up here. I appreciate you guys watching. Horndog says, did you ever think about getting a cat? Interestingly enough, when I first moved into this apartment, I was thinking about getting a cat for the apartment. However, I might be allergic. I might be allergic to cats because my eyes used to get dry when I went to people's homes who had cats. And when I went to the store to look at kittens, my eyes got dry and I was sneezing. So, yeah, I was thinking about getting a kitten for the apartment, but I might be allergic, so. Somebody says, don't get any animals, Andrew. You can't handle that responsibility. I know my father says, get a plant first and try to water a plant. If you prove you can take care of a plant, then you can graduate to a kitten or a dog or something like that. Prove you can take care of a plant first and water a plant. That would be your test. No, I hate people that are saying, "Oh, the dog sin, the kitten sin." I mean, it happened 24 years ago, and we've had so many dogs throughout the years. I love the dogs. I mean, our Yorkie, our Maltipoo, they're great. I even love the golden retriever. I mean, it's just unfortunate that it happened. Somebody says, hey, let's change the topic, please. Let's change the topic. Somebody says, so we can't talk the truth. Somebody says, no, there's no reason to. I'm gonna leave here. Horndog says, this is bad, Andrew. Yeah, I mean, so he says, this is the truth they've been hiding from him. So the truth is, okay, guys. Chiba says, don't make him more delusional. All right, I'll try to accept that I'm delusional, guys. I get what you're trying to do. You're protesting. that I tell you the truth, and that's what I do. And I'm like, I have told you the truth, guys, and that's what my parents have. I guess that's what you're doing, at least. Okay, one sec. Hey, Mom, I'm with the impatience. Oh, is this a salad?
No, that's great. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, don't say anything to Bridget. Okay. Well, there's an emergency with Maya?
She's choking.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Did she eat baby food? What's going on with her?
Baby food, but she's choking. She's not getting any food yet.
I think we have to put her to sleep. Do you think it's her lack of teeth?
Yeah, she keeps trying to eat and she just aspirates, and that's why she got aspirates.
Yeah. I mean, she has to eat, right? Yeah. Speaking of dogs, it looks like the vet's looking at my dog, but it looks like they might have to put one of our dogs to sleep at though, or maybe. Somebody says, "I'm sorry about your dog." Get it? I mean, hopefully they're able to figure it out and find a way to get her to eat. Somebody asked, "Why don't you start running again?" I kind of am. I run for 20 minutes. Then I walk for 40 minutes on the treadmill. Everything in moderation is healthy. Somebody says, "Don't you blame your mental decline on the running?" I blame it on the solitude, and running was all I was doing. If running is healthy if you don't do it all day, every day. You gotta do everything in moderation. Don't overdo things. Do things infrequently enough. When you get obsessive with things, it becomes bad, you know? Somebody says 3 and 4 miles a day is actually very good for you. Somebody says, "Don't ever delete your channel again." I might not. The salad's pretty good. Patrick says, I'm intrigued on what the PO is for. What do you mean PO? What does that mean? What are you talking about, Patrick? What is PO? Oh, protective order. Well, I guess some people felt, they didn't like my texts. Horndog says the texts were way too much. You were off your meds and you were just sending persecutory texts. I mean, it was basically what Patrick said earlier. I mean, it was like people misconstrued that I'm like, tell me the truth. If I discover the truth, how angry will I be? I didn't really, it was kind of like things like that. And some people, didn't like the texts, and they felt it could have been interpreted, in a scary kind of way. So that's the story. No, I was wrong. I haven't texted, a lot of the people from the Fountain House since, but, I realize I gotta really try to. Somebody says, read the. Why do you want me to read the text messages? I mean, it's try to put it behind me, right? Try to make progress with the text messages. First off, I'm sure the texts were getting to be a bit much. I agree. I agree. I agree. The texts were probably getting to be a bit much. Yeah, somebody says, don't read them, just delete them. Yeah. That's a good idea. Yeah, so you just, I guess the moral of the story. So he says, Andrew, do a day in the life video. That's a good idea. Maybe I will.
Pete asked, how do you get your mother to turn the internet back on? I just asked her. She said yes. Patrick asked, did you ever figure out what the Manhattan address was? That was kind of cryptic. I don't know what the Manhattan address was, and Pete says it's probably where Lady Gaga lives, the Manhattan address. Somebody asks, how many older men have you hooked up with? I've never been intimate with a man. I've only been intimate with women. They're saying, tell us the truth. You're lying. I would tell you. I would tell you if I was intimate with a man. I would admit to it, but I wasn't. Sleeve says, you thought about being dominated by an older man. You said the thought excites you. Yeah, I think I was lonely. And I was messaging a lot of people on Match.com and such. And nobody was replying to me that were women my age. So I switched it to men ages like 40 to 99. And I don't know. You still are lonely. Pete says, you wanted to get piped out by a 99-year-old? Well, I guess if he had a lot of money, not just an old man, a wealthy older man. I set the demographics. I set the financial thing to make sure they're like millionaires. So if their net worth was $1 million or more, then yes. He says, you'd go gay for the money? Probably not. I think I quickly, they just quickly discovered I was a fake and I would delete my account. But I had a fantasy of it, I think. So he says, why not? Why not go gay for the money? Why not date a 70-year-old man and go gay? He says, you need the money. Chiba says, I wish I was young and beautiful enough for a sugar daddy. Supposedly, I have a sugar mama messaging me on OnlyFans. She claims she's not fake. So some people say, maybe go with it. Go through with it. I got like a 50-something-year-old sugar mama interested in me. So some people say, go through with it. You try to... This sugar mama didn't hand me any money yet. Is it a crime? Is that illegal? Patrick says, because her source is, just trust me, bro. Tell the sugar mama to send me money for pizza and weed. Somebody says it's not illegal. Not at all. Somebody says they're taking care of you, so it's not illegal. They said they want me to exchange adult photographs and spicy content. So does that make it illegal? I don't know the law. Well, they found me on OnlyFans, but I did not send any spicy content yet. No. Somebody says that's what OnlyFans is. Somebody says, "Are you being trafficked?" I have no idea. I'll continue to fish for information, though. Somebody says, "Dude, you're an adult. Do whatever you want." Oh no, they're of age, or at least they say they're of age. Patrick says I'd stay away from it. They say they're in their 50s. This sugar mama. At least her sources trust me, bro. Like you said, though, they're alive. They're consenting. Somebody says, "Just go for it, Andrew. Just go for it. Just say to this sugar. Just say to this. Just say to her. They're non-biologically related. Just say I'll be your sugar baby." Somebody says, "Do it. Just do it, Andrew. Be a sugar baby. Accept her allowance. Grow a pair and accept the allowance of the sugar mama." All right. So what should I say in the text message? Should I say I will be your sugar baby? Should I send her a text message right now that says I accept your offer. I will be your sugar baby. Somebody says it would be cool. It would be cool. Let's see if she's texted me. No. Somebody says it's as simple as accepting offers. Somebody says, okay, guys. Yeah, I mean, realistically, if somebody wants to, somebody says you're interested. I mean, anytime somebody offers you $1,000 to $2,000 weekly, that's. I mean, I'm making no money, so why not? I just don't want to do anything illegal, And the one thing that scared me was that she asked me to send, spicy content and photographs, but apparently I'm doing that on OnlyFans, not to her, but to everybody. But yeah, I don't know. And just do it. It's a good amount of money. Say I accept your offer as a sugar baby. So he says, that's $50K a year. Not bad at all. Okay, so this is not illegal. Don't worry about it. Being a sugar baby is not illegal. See, it basically, I don't know. I'm paranoid because I don't want to wind up in the psychiatric hospital or jail or someplace like that. Somebody says, not illegal at all. Somebody says, nut it up, bro. It's time. It's time to embrace the lifestyle. Women do it all the time.
So he says, okay, guys, I'm going to go through with this. I'm going to accept her offer to be a sugar baby. I bet you it's going to turn out to be a scam. She says it's not a scam, and her sources, trust me, bro. I'm going to accept this offer to be a sugar baby. So he says, I hope he pulls through. $2K a week is a pretty sweet deal. Yeah, man. So should I send her a text on camera saying I accept your offer to be a sugar baby?